neither should you. I need you to trust me. One last time.
Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. I mean, it really wasn't. I mean, it was pretty fucking good, actually. Mission Impossible The Final Reckoning is directed by Christopher McQuarrie and stars Tom Cruise, as we all know, Pom Clemente, Simon Pegg, and a bunch of others, and is, as of right now, I think, the final film in the franchise for now. That's essentially what it's being labeled as. And I just got out of it. And man, oh man, is this a good fucking movie. Holy shit. I mean, this is just crazy. I mean, this is just crazy. I mean, the guy was literally hanging off of a biplane, like a little biplane, and just doing twirls while he was suspended. It's just crazy to me what this guy will do for a movie. I mean, it's just everything. Yeah, this movie was really good. I mean, I know that on the internet a lot of people have been saying that this is like the worst one or something like that, or this is it's okay, it's not that good, it's all right, it's not great. I honestly thought it was really good. Also, I kind of went into this expecting it to be a little bit more uh melodramatic. This is the last film in the franchise. This should feel like a culmination, and man, does it feel like a culmination. There are parts of every single film in the franchise, every single movie, every single one, dating back to the first one, all the way back in 1996, that play some role. There's even certain characters that I will not spoil that make an appearance in this film, and even some that have a bigger role than you would expect them to have. There was this one character that showed up where I was just like, "Oh, you're in this movie too? Crazy. You're in this movie too? Crazy. Who would have thought?" So yeah, I mean, honestly, it's just crazy to me what this guy's gonna do, what this guy would do for to make a really great movie. I mean, yeah, I just got out of the theater, so I'm still kind of putting everything together, still formulating. But yeah, this is a great movie. This is definitely a Mission Impossible film. I will say that I do have a few things about this movie that I wish were a little different. I wish they could have changed. I wish that it could have been done a little bit better. The beginning of this movie, the pre-title intro, as every Mission Impossible has a pre-title intro. This one is probably the most disconnected. It feels very, we need to put all of the pieces together, and we need to get the movie set up right before the opening credits. And so you're jumping around from location to location. There's a lot happening. If you're not paying attention, you're gonna miss something. I'm more than sure that I missed a couple of things in that opening title, in that pre-opening title sequence, because yeah, there was a lot going on. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a very big fan of this movie holding your hand. This movie sometimes, a lot of the time, will do flashbacks to like other films, or will do flashbacks to literally Dead Reckoning, the movie before it, as conversations are happening to kind of fill you in as to what they're talking about. And I think that that's okay. I'm not entirely pissed off about it, but it did feel a little bit like handholdy, like, oh, we need to remind you, and it's like, okay, come on, like, don't do that. Don't, it's okay. You can. I think that most audience members who have been following this series for a while uh, will understand. More often than not, though, I think what this movie really does well is like the tension building moments, like those moments in Mission Impossible where the tension is just being built and rising and rising and rising, and it just feels like, oh my god, what is going to happen? What the hell is gonna what how are they gonna get out of this? There is probably, I mean, like, the whole ending of this movie just feels insane. And I really do think that the reason why this movie feels very slow is because there's not as many spread out action moments. This movie has a really long wind up. The beginning and essentially the entire first half of the second act. So the entire first act and the entire second and the first half of the second act feel like they're winding up to something epic. And so they're really laying it thick. There's a lot of really well-known actors. I didn't expect I didn't expect the guy from Severance to be in it. I was like, "Whoa, what are you doing here? Whoa, wait a minute. Aren't you supposed to be managing the severed floor?" Yeah, it just like felt like a checkpoint system where like every time he got to another big actor, it was like, "Oh, we've gotten to another checkpoint in the movie. Ah, we've gotten to another checkpoint in the movie." But once we get to the second half of the second act, that's when it turns into like a Mission Impossible movie. There's a whole sequence in a submarine that I mean I'm being dead serious when I say this. You need to watch this movie in like IMAX, RPX, Dolby Atmos. I saw it in RPX because I currently have a Regal subscription, and man, the sound design, that Dolby Atmos sound design, that picture quality, it was just pristine and it felt really good. I also like that they take the time to really explain to you in these movies, like just in this one, like just how much of a risk he's taking. Like they're constantly telling you, the audience, that like these are the risks of what you're doing. Obviously, death is there, but also this and this and this, and then also this, and it's just like okay, well, this is really laying it thick. But you know what? It ends up working because you really feel the tension, and I have to say that the big sequences in this movie are really well done. They really milk it for everything they've got. And yeah, the entire third act of this movie is just pure Mission Impossible. That's really what it is. It's just pure Mission Impossible to the end. Took another turn. Uh, but yeah, I love this movie. I really do. I think that this is a great way to kind of say like, hey, this is it for now. We might make another one later, who knows? But this is it for now. This is great. I mean, Tom Cruise, I don't have to talk about him. He is Ethan Hunt at this point. Nobody else can play Ethan Hunt other than Tom Cruise. Nobody else can do it. But everybody else in this movie is just firing on all cylinders. Like, you have to go into this movie expecting an action movie. Like, you can't go into this movie expecting I don't know, expecting some kind of like drama film where everything makes sense and it's very realistic and all that kind of stuff. This is very 80s. This is very 80s and 90s where like the plots are insane. The things that are happening are like, whoa, wait a minute, what's going on here? But you have to believe it in order for the movie to take effect. And I was strapped in from the very beginning. I was strapped in from the very beginning. I don't know why I struggled to say that. But yeah, other than basically just a lot of the movie feeling like it's trying to get from one place to another as quickly as possible so that we can get to those two big set pieces, and of course the hand holding, I really can't give this movie any other marks. Do I think that this is the best Mission Impossible film? No, I don't think it is. I have to really think about that because I rewatched all of the Mission Impossible movies before watching this one, and I think Fallout is my favorite. I think Rogue Nation is right there. Ghost Protocol is just right there. It's just right there, man. I love Ghost Protocol. But yeah, Mission Impossible Fallout just feels like the most Mission Impossible movie, and it feels like the best like structured one. But in terms of like an ending, or at the very least a hiatus ending, if you will, I think this movie does a really good job. I think this movie is better than Mission Impossible 2 by far. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to really think about where this movie stands in the hierarchy. I will say this: I do like this one better than the last one, and I like Dead Reckoning. But I think that this movie just hashes it out. I think this movie just like right makes it right over because those last two set pieces really make up for a lot of what this movie like bumbles in the beginning. Other than that, I don't really have that much else to say about this film. This is a action-packed adventure. You need to watch this in a movie theater. This movie does not hit. I can guarantee that this movie is not going to hit the same watching it for the first time on like your 4K TV, unless you have like a home theater system that is just amazing. But other than that, yeah, I think this movie is Really good. And I highly recommend that you go watch this movie in any kind of premium format possible. If you can't watch it in a premium format, uh, watch it in a regular movie theater. I promise you it's worth it. I promise you it's worth it. It's so good. It's so good. But yeah, I'm gonna give Mission Impossible, if I had to give this an objective score, probably an 80. Probably an 80 out of 100. Yeah, probably like a B, solid B plus. Solid B. This is a solid B. But honestly, if you're a fan of the Mission Impossible formula, like if you just love Mission, you're gonna love this movie. You're gonna absolutely love this movie. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this review. I am gonna watch Lilo and Stitch. I've seen some clips from it, and I'm not exactly excited, but I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. That's what I do with every movie. Give it the benefit of the doubt. Give it the benefit of the doubt. Jesus, I don't know. I don't know why I'm like that, but I'm gonna just try and see. I hope there's at least something in that movie that I like. But yeah, Mission Impossible, Final Reckoning, highly recommend it. Anyway, that's gonna be it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.